Hello and welcome to the video. This is a quick video for this gentleman here who was asking, could I show how you set up things like dual rates and add Expo onto a model? Now, to do this is actually pretty straightforward. What you need to do is go into the model menu, into the mixer, and then you can assign exponential and dual rates to any of these channels. Now, for what Expo and dual rates actually do, I'll put links down below to my videos that explain it. But very simply, exponential provides a more dead feeling around center stick, which makes models easy to fly. And dual rates allow you to change the amount that a particular control moves. So maybe you can have it moving a little bit if you're just flying around gently, or you can have those control surfaces moving a lot if you want to do aerobatics. So let's do the aileron. So we'll select the aileron first, we'll double click on it again, and we will select edit, and then we can add different rates and Expo in here. Now to add Expo, if you just want one single amount of Expo, you can actually just select it from the list, and then you can dial in the number that you actually want. And I would usually, for most planes, about 25% is something that I would probably go for. Now you'll see here that the graph has changed a little bit. So now you can see there's a slight curve as it goes up and down, and that is what the Expo is doing. In terms of rates, we can add them in the weight and rates area. So we can add a new weight, as it says there. If we click on that, it'll then allow us to select what we want to control it with. If we click on there, we can have a system event or always on. We'll click system event, and then we'll select switch position, and then we can flick the switch for the particular position we want that to happen. And then if we return out of that, we can change the weight. So it might be that in the normal position, and you can kind of see them going bold as I move the switch, we'll maybe turn the first one down so that it's 50%, and you can maybe see there in the right hand side that's changing. As I now flick the switch, we now have full movement. And as I flick it again, you see how that works. Now, what happens is it's always a little bit dangerous with things like this to have only the first two positions of a 3-position switch selected. So there's some really cool things you can do. So at the moment, what it's saying is that when this SB is in the back position, we get 50% rates, which is what that little diagram is showing us. And when we're in the middle position, we get 100%. Now we could add another one. So for example, if we select the 100% and make that 80, we could add another weight on the same switch for something like the 3rd position, SB. We'll return out of that. So now we have 3 rate positions. You can see them on the screen changing as I move the switch. However, what if you only want 2 rates rather than 3? So let's delete that 3rd one, and we'll say yes. Now in ETHOS, there's also the ability to add a not in position switch. So what we're going to do is we're going to select this switch again, and we're going to put it into the same position as the other control. Now this looks weird because now we've said both SB positions, and we're getting some weird behaviors. So what we can do is on the second one, with it highlighted, if we long press the enter key in the bottom right hand corner, we actually get the options to invert and choose edge. Hopefully you can see that the way it highlights isn't making it easy on the camera, but we're going to select invert and return out of that. So now the way it works is whenever the switch is in the back position, we get 50%. When it's not in the back position, which is what the exclamation mark in front of it means, we get the other rate. And that's actually a better way to do it. Just means that you can't actually get into some sticky positions with the logic. Now, this also works the same way with your Expo. So we could add a new Expo curve, and again, you can assign it to a switch, just like you can with the rate. And that means that you can have multiple Expos and multiple rates on different switches, all on the same switch. So hopefully that helps those of you that are interested in this. That is how you add Expo and rates to a particular channel on ETHOS. Thank you for spending your time today watching that video. You can find me in all the usual places on social media, and if you're trying to learn about a subject, then check out the playlist. All of my videos are organized into easy to follow playlists that if you're trying to learn a topic will take you from the basics right the way through to some pretty advanced stuff.